Hello and welcome back to the Intel Challenge Katowice. I'm Alex Machine Richardson and of course joined by my compadre over the past 4 days. It's going to be Spencer Hiko Martin. We're going into our second map. Had to think about that one for a second. Here in the ladies tournament, in the grand final, of course, we actually have the prize breakdown. We didn't have it before. It's in total of 30,000. It's 15,000 for first and 7,500 for second. Boom. Smashed it out of the park. We're going into game 2. It's going to be Nuke. And Hiko, what are your thoughts on this one?
I actually was talking to BMG during that break, and they actually said Nuke is probably their strongest map. And also something kind of cool to point out, or interesting at least, is BMG said they have 2 different styles of plays. Okay. One when they play against males, and one when they play against females. So that kind of talks to the difference in the scenes. Some things work against males, and some things obviously work better against females. Oh. And I think you can see like the way they play. They're playing very aggressive on their T sides. They're playing really in your face. Their CT sides seem a little bit more standard, a little bit more default. Probably trying to get a feel for what the other team does. I'm sure obviously every team has a different playstyle on T side. Yeah. So yeah, going into Nuke, obviously very CT sided map. Hope a big determiner of this match will most likely be the knife round. Whoever wins the knife round takes CT. From the actual male tournament, we saw a lot of 13-2s, a lot of 14-1s for CT side. So sometimes it's very hard to dig yourself out of that hole. Obviously, in the male tournament, though, we saw a lot of comebacks from 13-2. A lot of teams came back winning that 14-1 and actually being able to close it out. So this knife run is very important. You also, usually whoever picks Nuke usually kind of banks on winning the knife round because, as I said, whoever wins CT usually runs away with it.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point to make about Nuke, is just how important that knife round is. When you don't have the assigned sides, it does come down to this. And I mean, do knife strategies often exist in these kind of important situations, or is it just kind of go and hope you can cut them?
I think it's just go and wish.
Right.
I've never been on a team that have knife strategies, but
I bet they exist. I bet they're somewhere out there.
I'm sure some team out there does have some, very in-depth strat.
Like when I play with Lauren and everyone, we have a flying V. So you format into kind of that V and just charge towards them like an arrowhead. So maybe we'll see something. It looks like it's going to be having a brawl though. Fight Club outside in Nuke. First rule of Knife Club is you do it outside. Of course, you make a mess otherwise. As already blood is being drawn, and BMG are actually going to be struggling. And wow, for a team that makes Nuke their map, or at least said so, they seem to be having issues securing the side they wanted. I can only assume now we're going to be seeing them swap. Someone just said in my... I thought they were going to... That puts them on the CT side. Okay, I got confused. So they're going to be taking that CT side away from BMG and going to be starting on that CT side. Of course, you mentioned before Giuliano is going to be the shot caller, the in-game leader, sorry, for the BMG side. And I always really like the idea of in-game leaders. Not every team has such a high difference between in-game leaders. And there's certainly, I love that there's a whole kind of role within a game. So you have, of course, your lurker roles and all of the stuff like that. But in-game leaders, there's this whole other level to them. They're a player, and then they are also the master of the team. And I really like that idea. I'm interested to see how Giuliano formats her players as we're going to be jumping into this one. CMStorm, of course, on the left-hand side of the screens on the CT side after winning that knife round. On the right-hand side, on the T side, we have Bad Monkey Gaming. Little roster rundown if you have just joined us. CMStorm, Faith, Shifty, Ivy, Queen, and Kelly V. And for BMG, Bad Monkey Gaming, we're going to be seeing Irene, Zaz, Giuliano, Vilga, and Sonia.
And we actually see BMG have 3 people with smokes and flashes. Usually that means they're going to either go outside or they'll try to go ramp and execute and have smokes for the lower. And we actually do see the smokes coming out for the outside take.
Okay, so BMG, they seem to know what they want to do with this bomb. Of course, Zaz would have to be cautious with that bomb in hand. She was first to make an appearance. Here comes the flash there. Vilga's going to be at the forefront of this one. Glock in hand, looking to shoot. Shut down, sorry, was the word I was looking for. Shifty, instead just flashing her away as BMG looks to be diving into the depths. First on the scene is going to be Faith doing her very best to try and shut down Sonia. Has got her down to 58. There was Zaz does all the work they need to. Bullet to the brain of Faith. As now here come the response from the CTs, maybe diving down into that vent area. As already, you can see the bomb goes down. And that was a real nice ramp positioning from the T side.
Yeah, they actually threw a 5-step that made the person under heaven actually fall back. And they were able to just 5v1 the girl that actually just fell back into the site.
Yeah, and look at the response from them, though. Great retake already from the CT side. Nice work again from Shifty, as it's all onto Filga. She's not going to be long for this world as the defuse comes in with confidence. And look at that gold DreamHack Pick'em Challenge trophy. We've got Kelly V, obviously a master of predicting that one. As I'm pretty sure a lot of people got surprised in the previous event with the Pick'em. Some serious upsets in this event. So that's a bit of a that's not really a talking point, but I just wanted to highlight that.
I mean, obviously, like one of the reasons why they won that round, the CMStorm, was because Bad Monkey Gaming didn't really. They faked outside, but they didn't prod upper at all. So the people upper were able to hold their smokes. And obviously, in that 1v4, they just smoked off the Toxic area where the last team was. She had to push through it, and she had no chance there.
Look at this. This is P90 heaven, and it's going to be exactly that. There's just going to be a swarm from BMG, and they just crumble under the boot of the P90. Shifty wraps it all up, sweep them under the rug, and pick up that round with ease. And that's exactly what the P90 does so well. It's got a big magazine, quick reload, and it's so good against these kind of eco rounds. Yep,
having that close quarter combat, one-shot headshot with no head armor, and as you saw, she just mowed them down as they were rushing.
It always feels good. I mean, I'm such a sucker for seeing just this kind of T-side just walk into like a brick wall. It's such something so satisfying about it. And we are going to be seeing that buy coming up from BMG in that third round. And I mean, they've gone for the full Galil buy. That seemed like the right move to you?
I would think so. They didn't get any kills, so they probably are going to keep their P90s and promises as well. So it's an even fight at least.
So now, BMG hungry for their first round. They want to let this get out of hand, but already Shifty gets caught out in heaven. That's a big one. As now Ivy and Kelly V are starting to make a decision like bomb down 40s to find. I don't think this favors us. Smoke comes out even better. Beautiful positioning from Irene, getting that one down and just delaying this retake if ever it was going to come about.
Yeah, that last smoke should push CMStorm to actually save their last two guns. They have no chance if they try to thrust through that smoke into main. I mean, actually something that BMG did that round. CMStorm actually pre-mollied the hut to stop the rush, and what BMG did was they put the molly out with one of their own smokes and rushed through it. Obviously, CMStorm was not ready for that. They expected the rush to be delayed, and I think they got kind of caught off guard.
Certainly likely, as that first round is picked up by BMG. They're going to be happy with that one, as they do secure round number 3. It's on the board for BMG, and that's really important. I mean, we said before the CT balance really favoring the defensive team, but already BMG starting strong on that third round. Question is, what's Kelly V going to do with that armor and FAMAS? Like when you have just that one player with the buy, with the save rather, I mean, what would you position them on the CT side?
Usually outside, stop the outside push. She actually looks like she's playing upper with her FAMAS, so now obviously BMG did go outside. If she was playing upper, maybe she could have stopped her. And now it looks like BMG is all around secret, and they're going to take lower. CMStorm actually decided to push through lobby, so they're very far away to try to retake this if BMG actually does push into the site rather fast.
Nice from Kelly V, charging from the vents, trying to make good use of that FAMAS, of that weapon, and looks like Queen's can do it as well. This is great stuff from CMStorm. Kelly V flicks around, trying to find Irene. Doesn't though, as now it's a 3v1. Irene full health, full ammo. She could very well make a big dent in this CMStorm side. Of course, numbers do favor them 3-1. Oh, and the door's closed perfectly. The flash was about to catch Queen off guard, but no. Queen says exactly that, as the bomb is probably going to be faked out, trying to catch one. They come together, though. This is beautiful. Irene's got everything in front of her. This is such a potential. There's so much potential, sorry, in this round. 26 seconds. She gets the bomb down. She's going to get caught out, though. Shifty doesn't quite connect the bullets. It's going to be Queen who wraps that up, and nice clinical play from the CMStorm side. They didn't have much in their arsenal, but they managed to bring the round home.
Yeah, Queen played very, very disciplined there. She didn't peek too early. She was actually trying to do some kind of mind games with the door opening and closing it. She waited for her teammate actually to shoot the last player when she was planning, and Queen just simply opened the door and was able to clean her up in the back when she was shooting the other player.
And so, round 5 now to go underway. CMStorm seem to be leading the fray as expected, of course, and we do see Kelly V this time with the AWP. Not something we saw so often. She did opt to take it sometimes over on that A site in cache. But in response, we're going to be seeing that full AK buy. Incendiary being thrown out towards Squeaky, trying to find someone. BMG leaving that bomb loose. This is a much slower play from the T side, and it's something that we usually see quite a lot of on Nuke. Is it usually just T's just trying to get a feel for the CT structure?
Somewhat that, but also CT Nuke, if you're not a very well-coordinated team, it's very, very hard to get your rotates right. And the longer and longer you wait, the more and more chances the CTs have of actually misrotating and misreading the actual round.
Okay. You can see how that's going to throw them off already. They're just making their push towards ramp, and this is a great perspective to hold on to. You can see Queen starting to make the decisions. It's actually going to be Ivy to make the call, saying, I think they're not secret. It's all clean and clear here. It's going to be caught up from behind. Zaz just catches them completely off guard. No one was watching ramp, and it's cost them the round most likely, as now 3 CTs remain. Looking up against a fully stacked BMG lineup. Kelly V and Queen all going to be gathering around this vent area. They want to try and make a push for this one, it seems. Could be a risk. As the money's thrown out, and BMG are just going to punish that wholeheartedly. Was that a bit of an overinvestment from the CTs?
Actually, Queen had a gun, but she didn't have head armor. I don't know if that was on purpose or she just forgot to buy head armor. But actually, BMG got a quick kill at ramp, and they pushed ramp so fast and caught the second pair ramp off guard.
No scope. Kelly V, maybe looking for a second. She knows there's going to be one around there. It's going to be Zaz, and that's not the risk you want to be taking. 3 for her that round. And it's going to be another kind of surprisingly convincing round. Every time I look at BMG's play, it just feels much more coordinated, and it's a sign that Giuliano's in-game leading is really paying off.
Yeah, absolutely. Most of these rounds, the rounds that BMG win, they're very, very one-sided so far. And the rounds they lost, usually they're pretty close. So obviously now CMStorm has been hurt economically. They have to opt for the P250 and 5-7 buy, and they're just going to try to get as many kills here as they can.
Oh, if Giuliano chose to spray them, flash coming out, just trying to catch somebody. As the chants continue. Now. I love it when the crosshair lines up. That's the beauty of X-Ray. The smoke coming through. Now, on this slow and steady round, the P250s, is it more difficult on Nuke, even as a CT? Like when you have a bit of a bias because of that structure, is having a pistol, like, can you still pick these rounds up more likely than normal?
I think CT side Nuke is probably one of the most common eco round maps that CTs actually win. Okay. Because if you play your bomb sites and make sure you don't get flanked, it's very hard for Ts to actually enter into these really small, tight corners and try to clear everything when there's multiple pistols shooting at you.
Yeah, it's going to start catching them off guard if they're not careful. Here comes Kelly V now into the depths of the site, or sorry, into the map now as Queen opens up. This is exactly what you were talking about, these tight angles being held, and now Queen looking to find someone. Zaz doing exactly the same, just firing off bullets, trying to clear up the mess that CMStorm are creating. 3v3 now. Great work again from the star player, it seems, from BMG. Bomb goes down. That's a step in the right direction for BMG, looking for that 3rd round. And the T side is so convincing at the moment. As I say that, Giuliano taking her sweet time to take down Faith. Irene not going to make the same mistake again. Ivy now down. And I mean, Queen, low health, 3 to find. It should very well be the 3rd.
Yeah, pretty okay eco round. They got 2 kills, and Queen actually does manage to pick up an AK, and hopefully she's going to be able to save it. As I said, BMG is starting to win a couple rounds. They're starting to get the momentum. It's going to be very hard for CMStorm to actually come back into this now, I think. But with Queen picking up that AK, they're going to have some kind of a padding to actually help if they do end up losing a couple more rounds. That AK save is going to be pretty crucial.
So real good job from Queen, just keeping that one in her hands for now. And as we go into this one, we saw, what did we see before? 13-2, scorelines like that. Already we see 3 rounds on the board from BMG, and this is maybe a sign of what's to come. If you can have a really strong T side, BMG could be able to maybe wrap this one up in... actually, no, they could be able to take this to a 3rd? Wait, what was the previous result? My mind has just gone blank. It was BMG. Oh, for some reason I was like, I looked at Kelly V's name, I was like, didn't Kelly V just play out of her mind? I think she did, but either way, we did see BMG take the 1st map. And now all onto the remaining terrorists. BMG need to probably try and keep this one going in their favor. It's already nice work dispatching of Queen. Okay, she looks like she's hungry for blood here. She can take the risk.
She should. There's no reason to try to save for a full minute. She can get into the site. She had the smoke. She can actually probably get the bomb planted in the smoke. And if she's able to actually find the kills and put herself in these one-on-one situations, I can see her actually winning this round.
She seems to be going the right way about it. Pushing on towards ramp. Oh, she's going to catch her completely off guard. Faith, bullet into the head, and that's all it takes. And now Vilga has taken 2 down. 2 more to find as she fakes it out. Trying to give the impression he's heading towards heaven, and Shifty has bought it. Saying that, though, you can see the angle held by her compadre, Kelly V, suggesting that they've got both options covered. Now, Shifty's holding the perfect angle. You got to be careful. Oh, Shifty misses the crucial shot and enables her to drop onto the side. The bomb's going to be going down now, no doubt about that. And already, Vilga has done such a good job of making this round count. Needs to go down all of what you said she could do, and she's so close! 11 HP to be precise, so very close from the BMG player, and that could have been glorious.
I think that was a very smart play by Vilga. Instead of actually forcing the plant, she goes up to get a kill on ramp. She finds that 1v1. She goes up heaven. The girl that was holding for her to go up heaven actually missed her. She's able to get the bomb planted, put herself in another 1v1 at the girl at far vent, and unfortunately she lost the last 1v1. So good gameplay, good game sense by Vilga to actually not just force the plant and go look for the fights. So yeah.
And so here we are once again. This time Faith gets our attention, and she's going to be holding ramp. Actually, I don't think that's going to be where the T's eventually look to position themselves. You can see Ivy has been favouring playing upper. As I say that, diving into the depths of B. And I mean, the orb from Kelly V hasn't made too much of an impact so far in this game. I'd love to see a bit more of that. But the outside area has been pretty clean from the T side.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not really contesting outside. They're just waiting for all the Molotov and smokes to go away in upper, and they're either going upper or ramp like every single time. You see BMG actually taking ramp this round, which is actually a solid play. As I said, they waited for all the smokes, waited for the flashes, pretty much just entry into ramp, got the 2 kills, and now they're taking lower pretty fast.
Nice again. Ivy falls, looking for another one with the USP. She is finally going to be taken care of now. 3v2 as Giuliano holding the right angle. She knows there's going to be one there eventually, but the bomb is going down thanks to her teammate Shifty and Queen. What have you got for us? The deadly duo, perhaps. As look at that, it's Queen so smart, knows there's going to be one there. It's actually Giuliano to catch her up, though. Took a lot of HP with her, as it's going to be an easy one for Irene to wrap that up.
Yeah, and as I've been saying like this entire time, if you actually go 1-for-1 on rounds on Nuke, it actually heavily favors the T side, because you need Molotovs, you need nades, you need smokes to actually stop the rushes coming from the Ts. So when you get in these like win one, lose one rounds where you're stuck in like you have $3,000, $4,000, it's very hard to stop rushes, and you oftentimes see CT sides on this map actually save that extra round just so they can actually have the extra Molotovs and smokes and nades.
Because of course you can lose that economy bonus or advantage if you do go through the win one, lose one. There's another word to say it that's much more succinct, but I certainly won't. As now 2 remain, Ivy and Queen. Seems like a bit of a replay of last round. It was Shifty last time, of course. That's now, it's only 1 USP bullet is all she needs. Gets it, nice positioning from Queen. Looking for the second as well. As the AK is placed into her hands. Can she do much with it? Not going to happen. She does get dinked and taken down. As Zaz has actually been pretty... I was about to say she's been pretty quiet. I'm going to check the score, but before I say that, I haven't seen too many of her kills in that kill feed previously, though. And it seems to me that it's been a group effort here on Nuke. Bomb's going to be blowing up either way, and you said before, CTs can get themselves into trouble by winning one and losing one, and it's exactly what they've done. And now BMG, you said Nuke is their map, and they're showing us exactly why.
Yeah, now because CMStorm ecoed that round, we were going to look for, this is what I'm talking about. This is one of those rounds where it's like, well, we have $4,000. We could force. We probably can't have head armor. Probably not going to be able to afford Molotovs either. And now, like, this round is where they're very susceptible for a rush because they don't have the money to buy Molotovs. They're not able to get full nades. And you see 2 of them actually have promises as well. So BMG is taking advantage of it. They're going fast. They're rushing ramp. They're kind of going out everywhere right now. And yeah, it's very well read by BMG to just put the pedal to the floor and go very fast. You
can see just Giuliano is obviously aware of the economy situation, knows when and what to push, and here we go. Already Irene has taken down Faith. Faith no more. As you can see Queen trying to use that smoke to her advantage. I think she's been a bit cautious with that one, or overcautious, sorry. As Vilga and Giuliano pick up one apiece, all onto Kelly V. No head armor there. And it should be an easy one for Rene. Oh, I'm switching between Irene and Rene at the moment. She can be anything she wants to be. as that is going to be another round on the board. And there's so much money, so much spending money currently for BMG. 12,000 for Giuliano, 9,000 for Irene, and they've just bought up.
Exactly. Now, because CMStorm, did force by that round, they lost. Now they're forced to save again. So, good money control of the other team by BMG. They're keeping the money low. No Molotovs, no smokes, and BMG is starting to, run away with this game again.
Yeah, and it's just good to see a team who seem to have so much team play. Talking of team play, look at this play from the outside. CTs must be starting to figure this one out, but they seem to be having... Giuliano just throwing a smoke at Sonya, saying, get out of my way, I'm trying to play. And just as I said, they have strong team play as well. Beautiful timing, Giuliano. Either way, though, BMG just storm into the site, and look at the damage they put out. Great performance again, as now all onto Shifty. Of course, the CT side, a bit strapped for cash, not investing anything into this round. It should have been an easy one, and they managed to take Sonya down, so that's something. But, I mean, BMG, they're going to be picking up the 7th, and that is an incredible T-start.
It really is, and something that BMG is actually doing is they're changing the way they're playing almost completely from round to round. Like, one round they're going very fast ramp, one round they're going very fast outside, and it's very hard to actually kind of try to read into where they're going because they're making all these different plays from round to round. And CMStorm is actually, it looks like they're forced to just play a standard setup, and it's not working for them. And they're going to need to adapt, and they're going to need to change it up if they actually want a chance to come back into this game. And as we said, 7 rounds on T side, that is a huge amount of rounds to have. And CMStorm really need to get back into this game before it gets too crazy.
And we'll see what they have in store for us. Of course, AWP once again in the hands of Kelly V. I don't think we've been seeing that AWP, the outside play, though, because Giuliano is so aware of the current situation, almost kind of knowing the CT playbook or the CMStorm playbook more than they do. As now, here comes Zaz.
And here we have the change of pace. Now BMG is going very slow. They're holding a default. And CMStorm is just playing default as well. They're not really overstacking anything. They're not getting any information. And BMG is coming out with the opening kills here as well.
Okay, nice already from CMStorm. They've managed to get that advantage, that numbers advantage that they need to hold on to. It's something you've been highlighting before, Hiko, is they just need to maintain and not let this one slip away. This is such an important round for them. As we have caught wind of the previous result in that 3rd, 4th place match, and we are going to be seeing UB United take Alcin in a 2-0. So we do have that result. It's time to find out how this one's going to play down in the grand final here of the Intel Challenge and here in Katowice. It's the grand final day. It's been a great day of CS all across the board, and we're not stopping here as already you can see this 3v3 now. BMG have leveled up the numbers, but when you have 20 seconds left, you highlighted before that rotates can be tough on Nuke. And already we're seeing BMG run that clock down and cause CMStorm some trouble.
Yeah, they waited until actually 30 seconds left to even enter the main ramp room, which they're just changing up everything so much from round to round.
Nice. Queen onto Giuliano. 2v2 now. As you can see, Ivy actually picking that one up, and so Ivy and Queen. There's a joke there somewhere about Queen. What's a Queen song? I'll come back to you with that one. As now Vilga is trying to do something. It's not going to happen though, as she's taken down by Queen with ease. And CMStorm, we said they needed to do something, and they do.
Now the question is, how do they adapt to this next round? If they actually lose this round, they're in the worst situation possible. Their money is completely broken. They lose all of the bonus money they've gotten for losing that many consecutive rounds. You see, they're down to almost triple-digit money, all of them. So this is the round of the half. CMStorm really need to start winning rounds. If they're not able to put a couple rounds, pretty much the rest of the rounds here, string them together, they have a huge uphill battle to fight for them in the second half.
And so you heard it here from the pro. Hiko saying it all comes down to this, and Queen is going to try and bring everything she can. We will rock you on her headphones as she picks it up. It's going to be a 2v1 now. I told you I'd get it. As Giuliano is trying to find something, and she's going to be all alone now. Faith looking to have just that in this 1v1. Bomb goes down. Health does favor the CT, but not for long. Beautiful positioning from the T, and that is such an important round. Giuliano, she got 10 frags so far in this game, but that one was so important.
Yeah, and again, we saw what BMG did on the first gun round, I believe it was. CMStorm actually pre-mollied Hut, and BMG, on the rush, they smoked off their own hut so that the molly went out. Luckily for CMStorm, Queen positioned herself very well, was able to kill 3 people, I think, coming out of the hut there. Unfortunately, BMG, too strong individually, able to take that 2v1 in their favor, and well played to them.
Certainly is, and look at that, Faith using the P250 completely beautifully, as now looks like BMG are not going to fall for their tricks as Sonya gets a beautiful spray. And all onto Kelly V. P250 is all she has to her name. Oof! Snap! Zaz goes down and the bullets are going exactly the right position to catch that planter though. Not going to happen just yet. Time now against her. Time is of the essence here. We are of course in that 14th round and BMG are just giving us a lesson in T-side Nuke.
Absolutely. I actually really like the way they're playing. It keeps CMStorm very much on their feet. They have to invest so heavily in stopping the rushes, and half of the rounds BMG is like fake rushing. So, well read by BMG. 9 rounds on T side already. Oof. That's huge.
It's mind-boggling, right?
That is insane to have that many rounds on T side.
And so BMG got their foot in the door for the grand final prize pot. 15,000 certainly doesn't sound like a too shabby prize pool for this one. As Juliana trying to catch a glimpse of someone outside. In the meantime, Zaz, Tech 9 in hand, just using the spray capabilities of that pistol. I said pistol to try and find someone.
And again, here's the change of pace again. BMG's going very slow. They're throwing all their smokes. They're waiting for everything to kind of happen. And it looks like now, actually, Juliana looked all the way through the smoke, and she's in main without them even knowing.
4v4 now. Queen, only one to have fallen so far. Sonya met the same demise. Nice play already from BMG. They're picking up frags left, right, and center, and Faith and Ivy trying to do something, and I don't know if they've got anything up their sleeve. Of course, last round, they're going to do their very best to try and make a dent in this T-side retake. Not going to happen. And wow, BMG, 10 rounds, double digits on that T-side, and it's safe to say that these girls are looking on form.
10-5 on T-side of Nuke. That is so many rounds on T-side. I would be forced to say if CMStorm doesn't end up winning this pistol round, it's almost unwinnable. For them to come back from this would be the comeback of the year.
Heard it here from Hiko as we're going to be diving into our second half. And I mean, you're absolutely right. Nail on the head. And of course, the first step towards that comeback of the year, as you've dubbed it, would be CMStorm picking up that pistol. So we'll jump into this one and see how they choose to structure it. Looking at that buy, though, Hiko, you see a Tech 9, a whole lot of nades, and only just one set of Kevlar. What does that say to you?
Same thing we saw from BMG. Usually when you have that many smokes, you usually are favored towards outside. Usually you throw the smokes down so you can cross secret and take down into the lower bomb site. But it actually looks like they're going through main this round. They're going to try to execute on upper.
Yeah, it's not going too well for them. Queen just eliminated by Sonya. The smoke wasn't quite enough, as you can see Juliana positioning herself to try and aid the attack. And look at this. The CTs are just demonstrating their force as, again, 5 players fall. Not one BMG player going down. And I mean, if ever you had to say anything about BMG, it's that they really do not stop. They are relentless in picking up rounds.
Yeah, something worth mentioning, actually, is at the very end of that round, 2 smokes were picked up by BMG. So CMStorm actually had 2 smokes that they didn't use. I actually liked the strat they did. They faked outside. Instead of going down secret, they went through main. And they were able to take the upper bomb site, but the person that was in hut and the girl that was above heaven just killed them all. So if they actually were able to use those smokes a little bit more effectively, we probably would have seen a little bit more success from that round. And they actually, that's a kind of an interesting thing. They boost up onto the actual roof to boost up onto yellow as fast as you possibly can. Luckily for BMG, Sonya is ready for it.
Whoa, Sonya's such accuracy. Trying to find the last one. Not quite going to find it, but Zaz does. And that's how you put to bed any sort of hope they had in picking up that round. Of course, that doubles kind of, that boost stack, it kind of looked good. It felt good. It wasn't enough, though. And BMG, another step closer to that first place.
I very, very much agree with CMStorm's idea to actually force buy this round. They saw 2 scouts and a FAMAS from BMG last round. Now that CMStorm is able to actually afford the AK, the head armor, this is the round. They need this round so badly. It's already 12-5. They're down on T side of Nuke. If they can win this round, they could potentially break BMG's money for the majority of this half. But it's going to come down to actually hitting their shots. They don't have that many nades. They have a bunch of flashes and 2 smokes. So it's going to come down to taking the battles and actually winning the fights here.
And so here they go. BMG, strong, but smoked. Sonya can't find the pick she needs to, and 4 players on that T side do get caught by the incendiary. It's absolutely glorious. Giuliano picks up that one. Now, Queen has managed to make it across, but of course her whereabouts are now known, as Zaz in the meantime does continue to slay. Faith no more. Zaz, but trying to maybe catch them if it was a fake, but it isn't, and realizing that her position is absolutely prime for this vent position. 3 Ts remain. Ivy low. Now, I mean, it's just a matter of waiting, right, for the CTs. They do not need to move a muscle, and it's all onto CMStorm.
Yeah, the BMG is up 5 on 3 right now. They have full control of like everything in the map. They know that probably all 3 are down in secret. And as you said, they just need to use their numbers. Don't take the unnecessary fights. Wait for them to plant. There are 15 seconds left right now. But it looks like BMG actually is peaking, and they're giving up their number advantage right now.
Ivy off the last alone, as she does fall as well, and that's going to be another round on the board for BMG. They are looking so very confident, and again, another round, another step closer to that 16 mark to see them pick this whole thing up in a very stylish way. Looking for that 2-0 finish. And of course, that $15,000 prize pot.
Even though CMStorm actually lost that round, what their idea behind the round was, what they had was actually good. They took down in secret. They had the control of lower. The problem is the people that were going out hut actually went a little bit too fast, and they ended up dying before the people in lower could actually take the bomb site. So hopefully, if they try to do something like that again, it's a little bit more timed, a little bit more coordinated, and I think they could actually run away with the round.
Look at that spray down, absolutely beautiful, as it's going to be one of the quickest rounds we've ever had. CMStorm crumble, and BMG now pick up 14, 2 away now, as they are just demonstrating how you should have been structuring your CT side on Nuke. And I think it's safe to say CMStorm, they're going to have to start looking towards that 2nd place.
It's looking that way. They have, if they had an uphill battle at half, right now, they have the biggest uphill battle. And as you just pointed out, Queen actually decides to go for an op and nothing else. She has an op and a smoke. So it's going to be on her to actually get this quick pick outside. BMG have actually been playing pretty aggressively, so Queen could find a quick entry kill here, and hopefully CMStorm will be able to use that entry kill if she gets it and take a site rather easily. Okay,
it all comes down to this. Sonya is holding the angle tightly. Oh, Flash actually makes her whereabouts known, and that doesn't enable Queen to slip behind. And now the nades come out. They're desperate to find something, and they do. Great nade. Look at that. Of course, that no armor costs Queen so very much. 33 points of health as now Kelly V does get taken down. Nice connection, though, from Queen. That's what you need to do on that outside area, but Giuliano knows there's a heavily tagged AWP, and if Queen doesn't check it, that should be very easy. Oh, what are you doing? Whips out the flash. Big mistake there, as now Queen gets a second, and this AWP, this glass cannon, is not yet to be shattered. Nice play again. Oh, BMG starting to punish CMStorm. It's going to be a 2v1 at the end of this one. Faith falls as well. It's 15, and BMG are looking for the 16-5.
Yeah, nice walking around that round by Zaz. She actually was coming from under heaven. She got a quick kill, and it seems like maybe either that player didn't know where she got killed from, or there was a communication problem, and Zaz actually ended up with 2 pretty standard kills lurking around from outside. So well played by Zaz, and well played by all of BMG to win that. I believe they were down 3v5 there, so nice recovery that round.
BMG, what is your plan? They need to deal with this T side, and it looks like they're just CMStorm are just going to throw themselves on the site. They want this done, said and done, I should say. Faith, Ivy, and Queen trying to make the bomb plant happen, but instead they have just eliminated. It's all onto Queen. She's down. BMG have done it. They are our victors here in the Intel Challenge. They've got a big smile on their faces. They know they deserve that one. Top performance and smiles all round.
Very well played by BMG. Such a dominant T side against CMStorm there. Really 10-5, getting 10 rounds on T side is just crazy. So props to them. They are our first place, going home with $15,000.
And already they're going to be so very happy with that one. And, they're going to be making their way to stage to receive their trophy or their prize. Of course, this competition was made possible thanks to Intel, as Bad Monkey Gaming make their way to the center stage. And I mean, some individuals to highlight there. Giuliano for the leading there, especially on Nuke. And Zaz, top performance, top fragger, I think, across the board in that one. It's time for a handshake. It seems to be all good fun, though, as hugs are exchanged. And I mean, you can see Zaz there on your screen, top of the score. Was it 33, something along that? We definitely saw the 30 bomb in the first game on Cash.
Yeah, her and Vilga the first game definitely were the star players of that game. And yeah, I mean, obviously BMG very, very strong, very, very dominant team going into this tournament, and proving that they are one of the best female teams in the world right now.
No doubt about that. People were asking, you know, who is the best team? We have an answer for you here in the CSGO female tournament. The answer is Bad Monkey Gaming. Oh, I nearly messed that one up. BMG, Bad Monkey Gaming. And now it's time for them to accept their prize. You can see Sean holding that cup in hand, and of course, it's kind of it's given them a lot of kind of appreciation of just how strong some of these girls can be. It's time now, though, to introduce your host. It's Sean.
Thank you so much, Machine. Wow. Guys, what can I say? That was absolutely phenomenal. You guys played your absolute socks off. 2-0 in the final here. I have to say one thing, guys. Please put your hands together. Let me pass you this trophy. You are officially the champions. Please take this. Round of applause, please. And of course, not to forget, please, your check. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute pleasure to be here. We've seen some great matches today, and we have a victor here in Bad Monkey Gaming. They played their socks off, taking it 2-0 in the finals. The deserved champions, they take home that $15,000. Not a bad bit of work for them. And of course, they're crowned the victors. So once again, please, your champions, put your hands together, please. It has been a pleasure being here. It's been a pleasure bringing this all live to you, and we say on behalf of everybody at Intel and of course all the participants, we say thank you for watching and stay tuned because there'll always be lots more action. But for now, we're signing off and saying have a very good one.